What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Casual Conversation. I am your hostess, Sherry's Joy. I am not alone. I have my super wonderful, awesome co host with me.
DJ Awesome Rob.
And together we make.
The DigiCast.
And we are not alone. We have a wonderful, super awesome guest with us. And his name is MrRain. MrRain, how are you today?
Doing well, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing wonderful. Doing awesome. Thank you for being on the show. We truly appreciate that.
Sure.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
No, I like video games. I've been playing them forever.
Right.
I have made up my own YouTube channel and my own Twitch channel and trying to get those things up and running.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we know you from video games. You got your own channel. What's your channel? You got to plug your channel and plug your Twitch stream and all that.
All you gotta do is just type in MrRainGaming and I should be the first result.
MrRainGaming. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think, didn't we first meet when we were doing that thing, that other group that we had joined for a little while, and then I was like, yeah, no. Remember that other podcast, not podcast, it was that writers group?
Yeah,
right. And I was like, this is
Delightful
bogus.
Critics.
Yeah. And
I remember that all too well.
that was just bogus and crazy.
Yeah. Most of the people were cool.
Yeah.
It got weird.
It did, and then I had to tell somebody about themselves, and then I was like, deuces. So yeah, so that's how we met, and wow, that was,
that was
6 years ago,
Yeah.
7 years ago. Wow, time has really gone, flown.
Yeah, I know how to find them. I'm sure.
Yeah, who cares? Actually, I think we still have. So we broke from that group, and we started our own little group. Our Hangouts group. I have it right here. Hold on, let me take it back real quick and see.
Oh yeah.
It's called Cool People Hangout.
Oh,
That's what it's called. It was Will, Ellie, and a bunch of other people, but it's like real names up here because it's Hangouts.
It was like the shadow group.
So yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, well, cool. So we got that. So
I'm glad you got that one because I can't remember.
Yeah, I was like, well, I always when we bring people on, I always talk about how we, met and how long we've known them. So that's actually that's pretty cool. So awesome.
Yeah. The last time we did this, Google Plus was still a thing.
Yeah. So
Google.
sad.
Oh yeah, Google Plus. Yep. They got rid of that like how long ago? That was maybe 2 years
only,
ago.
Officially dead now.
Maybe a year.
But yeah, Google Plus. They tried so hard. I wanted it to be great too, though.
Same.
It just wasn't.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be super organized, but then it just kind of blended in too much.
Yeah, it was like too similar and too different. Like people who use Facebook and Twitter were like, "What is this?" And then it was great for blogs and whatnot because you could auto update or auto post your blog to the Google thing, and I'm like, oh, I can't do that now. I don't have any comments on my thing because nobody comes to my page to comment. They all came from Google Plus.
Yeah, it was. I really liked the Google Plus. I just think that it was just made to be like too big. Like it was designed to be on a big scale.
Yeah.
In regards to how you can set things up, whereas when you look at the most popular platforms now, like Twitter, it's basically post and go type of deal.
Yeah.
You don't really have a spot. Google Plus was like, you can use this and you can set up shop, and we have all the tools to give it to you. And no one was really interested in
and everything.
Yeah.
I remember.
But really, that was too much.
When it first started, everybody was like, okay, what are we supposed to do here? Like, no one knew what the hell to do. And then, remember there was this app or something that I had, like Google News or something, where maybe not Google News, but it was some kind of like news app.
They had a reader, like an RSS reader. They had a news app.
It was, yeah, maybe it, like, you pick your topics that you're interested in, and then it like sent you top stories or something like that
Right.
from that.
You mean Flipbook?
Yeah,
It's not
Flipbook.
Google.
Oh, what
I don't
is
think
that?
it's Google. It's its own thing. I still get emails from them. I don't use it.
What is that still a thing?
I guess it hasn't folded yet, or nobody's bought it yet.
Does anyone even use it?
I'm sure somebody uses it.
I
But
don't
yeah, I don't
know.
know. I guess I'm a good candidate to use something like that because I kind of just get my news from the same like 4 or 5 places anyway. So just to kind of see that stuff, I think that might have been my problem with it. Like, oh, that's all the same websites all the time. No random stuff pops up. But Google Hangouts, it had the little video chat thing, and that was great. I think that's still a thing, but that was pretty awesome. That was like the Google Plus.
Yeah, it had a lot, like I said, it had a lot of good features. Just, I don't know. It's like it was just too complex for a casual user.
Well, yeah, and I think that's kind of their. Is that just Google's MO with apps? Like new apps just come out like that. They're like, yeah, Google Duo and Google Alto and here's all this stuff. And you're like, whoa, wait, what? You taking on my text messages now? Is it like FaceTime? Kinda, but way more. Like, nah.
Are we sure it's called Flipbook? Because I looked up Flipbook and it's like animation.
Oh, Flipboard?
Flipboard?
Flip something. Yeah.
Flipboard. Okay, not Flipbook.
But I think there is one that is similar to Flipboard out there too that does kind of the same thing.
Yeah, actually, I wonder if I go to my thing, will it still come up? Probably not, because I have a whole different platform now. Oh, look! If I would have scrolled down a little bit further, I would have saw Flipboard.
The editor's choice.
Yeah. Install. Wow, I still have it.
Yeah, it's not new.
Wow. That's really cool. Or interesting, not cool. Totally not cool, it's just interesting.
I guess I also know MrRain as the probably the best Rocket League person I know. To be this is an honor to be associated with someone that is as good as Rocket League. Yeah, when are you gonna be in the tournaments? How close are you to New Jersey? I think that tournament's this weekend, isn't it?
I'm not sure. If it's in New Jersey, there's no way. So far from that.
You're not on the East Coast? You're on the East Coast.
I am on the East Coast. Yep. But Jersey's like, we're 16 hours away.
Oh no.
Not more.
In the Southeast Coast then.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. Okay. No, we're up northeast. We're only like 2 hours from Jersey.
Oh wow. Nice.
But yeah, I think I saw those tickets at like $45, and I don't know. That would have to be downtown, like in my state, to persuade me to go and spend 3 hours watching a Rocket League tournament. It's fine on TV.
Yeah, just watch it on Twitch.
Pretty much, and you get the rewards. But usually you don't, because I've only got once.
Yeah, that's so strange how random those rewards are.
Mm-hmm. It's real random, and it seems like they're kind of rare. But yeah, are you still doing tutorials on Rocket League? You just do tutorials on everything.
Right, I've been doing tutorials on anything that catches my interest. But I haven't really done too much with Rocket League in a while. Pretty much.
I'm the best at it, and you're done.
Nah, I wish. It's just pretty much every time I try to get a foot in, something happens and I have to back out.
Gotcha.
So,
That's-
like.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say that was the way. Sorry, oh my gosh. I was just going to say that's the way of the world.
Yeah, it is the way of the world, and I'm learning that ever so slowly. So I had joined a group a group of, I joined someone because I was stuck at a rank. So I joined someone. He was really cool. He taught me a few things. We were watching a number of different videos.
Mm-hmm.
Got a whole lot better from it. And around that time was when I was starting to make the guides, the tutorials. Um, then essentially, whether he wants to admit it or not, he got kind of tired of playing Rocket League. So
It
that group
happens.
kind of dissolved. And then I joined another group, which was a full-on, like, multi-game clan to see how that's like. And, well, learn your lesson. Multi-game clans, they're typically either too big to be organized or they simply don't care.
Yeah.
So that's about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. The whole clan thing is like, all right. The most I can do is like I tried to start that Destiny clan, and we had like 4 people, and we were playing like every other day, and that was just too much. I couldn't even do
Yeah.
the one game. Now nobody wants to play Rocket League with me, so it's like, all right, I'll join a clan, but I can only commit, maybe 2 hours a week.
But when you used to
Mhm.
work at night, you would come home at like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and you would be playing with like randoms.
Yeah,
And then
but
you make a
randoms aren't
friend
in your
that way?
clan, probably.
In Rocket League, it's tough. Like,
Yeah.
because the big problem with Rocket League is that your matches are typically 3-on-3,
Mm-hmm.
and also the communities is like semi-toxic as well.
Mm.
You don't have
So
to sugarcoat it.
it's really tough. Yeah, I really shouldn't. It depends on where you're at in rank and all that, but yeah, there's a lot of people who just lose their nerve in Rocket League.
Mm.
So it's really tough that in 5 minutes to try and impress one of the 5 people to become a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And even the few people that I have befriended, few randoms that I've done that with, we played once and that was it. Like
Yeah.
they're
Oh.
still on my friends list, they're still there, but we don't talk, we don't nothing.
Right.
It's, just the moment has passed essentially.
Yeah, I never get invites on Xbox. But that's because I play on both. Um,
Mm,
but I get invites all the time on PC. And it's like, I'll add like half of the people as friends. Like if they're more than like level 5 on Steam, like okay, this is
right.
probably not a bot account. So I add them, and then I'll see them on, and they'll send me an invite, and we play like once. And I have
Mm,
like 5 people I've made friends with in like the last like 2 months. Like okay, see you later. This person I added, I don't remember who they are.
yeah.
Then they were like, "You want to play Rocket League?" Nah, man, I just turned my computer on.
I don't even get that far because especially when you're start climbing in ranks, like the pool of players just gets extremely slim.
Yeah, no, I'm forever gold. I'm like silver and gold all day, and there's so many people in it. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
I don't know. I've flirted with platinum just to be somewhat out of the normies that play. Yeah, it's tough. I
yeah,
see
it
you're
is.
playing a lot of Insurgency these days.
Mm-hmm. A lot of insurgency sandstorm,
I don't know. Is that
and
like the new Counter Strike?
no, it doesn't play anything at all like Counter-Strike. Thank goodness. I
Gotcha.
love Counter-Strike because I started off playing hipfire shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Big one being a free-to-play game called Crossfire, which I don't play anymore because it just got extremely ridiculous and like the developers were like, you know what, this was the Counter-Strike clone, but now we're just going to make as many crazy things as possible and kill whatever meta was left of the game. So I
Fun.
jumped ship off of that, but that's where it started. And so I was looking forward to finally having the chance to play Counter-Strike, and I really liked Source because it felt very similar to what
Mm-hmm.
was playing. And I played CS:GO, and it was a completely different animal. And to this day, I don't really know, and I don't really care to figure out how to hip fire in CS:GO.
Gotcha. So
But
what's your
that's
what's
mhm.
your You're so when you're not doing tutorials, what are you up to?
Right.
What is a day in the life of Mr. Rain?
Very boring. Not a whole lot happens. I watch a lot of YouTube, more YouTube than TV. Follow, whatever gaming news is out there. And if I'm not making a tutorial video, I'm usually making a video talking about the gaming industry. And so, like, the recent one I posted up was about the whole ordeal with Rock Paper Shotgun and Cyberpunk 2077.
What is
And
that about?
it's a mess. So, there was an editor-in-chief who wrote out an article after seeing the closed demo that they showed in E3.
Okay.
And there's a faction. They showed off two factions, but the one in particular they were talking about was one called Animals, which is
Okay.
to be clear, it's a mixed group of individuals who are all about bodybuilding and, having a certain drug called juice and different body augments to make themselves as big and buff as possible.
Right. Might be on the nose, but okay.
So and so like their leader, for example, is a white female named Sasquatch. That's what she calls herself by. In the demo, they're talking about a certain section, and in that section, a lot of the people in that group, animals, are black. And
Oh, okay. I see where this
so
is going.
of course, because they want to show you like the flexibilities of what you can do, they had two different save files. One where your character's a brute, and the other one where your character's a hack wizard. And so when they showed when they showed the brute character, they showed him shooting and fighting, that entire faction. And essentially, the guy in Rock Paper Shotgun is having a fit because of that entire scenario, where you have black people in a faction called Animals who drink a drug called juice,
Mm.
and they're getting shot at.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so, out of
I heard
context,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, certainly. The only thing I had heard about anything with Cyberpunk was, they had a gang in there. I think it was like the Voodoo Boys,
Yep.
something like that. But the team of people that were making that, they were like, I guess they were some kind of diverse group. The main lead on the team was like an older black guy, I think. I don't know. That was the only thing I had heard from it. They had put out some posters
Right.
with different, like, I guess it was a pair of people, and it was like kind of like their style and whatnot. And that was the thing I sent Sherry, and she looked at. But one of them was like necessity over style, and then it went on style over substance, style and substance, and on and on. And the necessity over style was like, there's a dude and a girl, and they had like a rundown, beat up car. And the point
Okay.
being, they are, I guess, their whole thing is that they are effective and they prosper on using only the necessity or only the basics. Whereas the other
Right.
ones are like, oh yeah, look at our style, look at our cool car, or we're hyper effective and military style because we're all about substance and substance over style and stuff like that. But they were cool
Right.
ass posters.
Yeah, for sure.
And
There's a lot of style in this game.
yeah. So I think last year E3 Sherry was into the trailer. This year not so much.
I don't think I saw the trailer.
You saw the trailer, the one with Keanu Reeves at the end,
Oh yeah, okay.
and it was all. It's the people that made The Witcher, but now it's all
Right,
in the future.
okay, yeah. I think that I was only into Keanu Reeves. I mean, he
That's
was
fair.
he no, seriously, I mean, I have my notes here, I can tell you. But I do remember now. The game did look really cool. But I was really he came out at the end, didn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just the
Literally going through her
Microsoft.
notes.
Yeah, I'm literally going.
Yeah, it
Which
is
one?
Microsoft.
It was Microsoft.
Mm-hmm. Before Gears.
Was it on the first
Before
game?
Gears, before Forza.
Or does it gotta
It was very early, I think. I was surprised
Oh,
they
right
showed
here.
it off that
There it
early.
is. Yeah, 50 years in the future. T-Pain. Oh, okay. Here's my notes. I got 50 years in the future. T-Pain looking dude. Japan / NYC looking. Max Headroom taxi.
Mm-hmm.
Bestie dude shot up. Betrayal. Cyberpunk. Keanu Reeves. 4/16/20. Okay, so I remember now.
Yeah, you wrote Betrayal, but I think
It looked like a betrayal, like his best friend betrayed him or something.
No, I think it was a shootout, and he got shot up. But what people are saying is that dude that died was the guy from the first trailer from last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
But I thought the girl was the one running that whole demo, but maybe not.
Well, that's the thing. Your character, you can design it any way you want. So the character you play as can be a guy or a girl. So in last year's demo that they showed, that they had a female protagonist,
Yes.
and this year they used the male protagonist.
Oh, okay. So it was the same, different body type, same character, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Commander Shepard type deal.
Oh, that Shepard ending was awesome. Well, it wasn't Shepard, but the Halo ending, when it went, their ending, their finale was awesome. I enjoyed it. Yes.
Are you
The
mixing
Microsoft.
up Mass Effect with Halo?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Yep.
Did they have Mass Effect at all? That would have been BioWare.
And I've played through them
That
both.
would have been EA.
So.
That would have been EA.
Well, the Halo ending was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And Mass Effect is an awesome ass game.
Used to be.
It's still awesome.
I mean, the
All
game
right.
can be, the franchise maybe not so much, but
Yeah, there you go.
each individual installation.
Right, each individual Mass Effect, we grade on a scale, but as a whole, Mass Effect's pretty good. The goods outweigh the bad. You got one bad game, one bad ending, and the rest of it, maybe one bad elevator, and the rest of it is pretty good.
Yeah. So, but to pretty much end that whole entire discussion with Cyberpunk, trying to fish it all the way back, the creator of the Cyberpunk universe is a... Let me make sure I got the name right. I know his first name is Mike. Yep, Mike Pondsmith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he is black. So
The game idea guy.
he
The one that
is
came
the
up with
actual
concept.
Yeah, he's the actual creator, because 2077 is actually based off of an old pen and paper RPG game.
Oh, that guy. The guy. Okay.
Yeah.
The original creator of was
Mhm.
like a game and a book. I think it was just a
Yeah.
game.
It was like an old Dungeons and Dragons type
Yeah.
of thing, just in a cyberpunk setting, super
Gotcha.
future setting.
Okay.
And he's working side by side with CD Projekt Red on the game. And yeah, he's getting all kinds of heat from Rock Paper Shotgun for that faction,
Oh,
even though it's his idea.
Yeah, this faction came out, what, 40 years ago? 30
Yeah.
years ago? Just nobody played the game or read the books or whatever.
Yeah, in the 90s or so. When I made my first video, I didn't even realize that was based off of an old RPG game, old pen and paper game. And so I
Yeah,
started
I
looking
think,
and figuring things out.
Is that their MO? They're like, yeah, CD Projekt, we're going to buy The Witcher from this guy, and we're
Yeah,
going to buy it for
apparently.
like $1 million. He's never going to know. And then they make like $1 billion on the franchise, and they do the
Yeah,
same thing with Cyberpunk.
Yeah, the author of the Witcher did not care at all for video games.
Right, yeah, he like gave up his share or something like that.
He had no share. He only said he wanted his money up front and he wanted zero royalties. So it was like something like $13,000 or something when they bought the license from him, and that was it.
He seemed
That's
not
all
too bright about that. Like, and he was trying to sue him later, right?
he was trying to sue them later because for whatever reason he wanted to say that it was unfair or whatever, but that was the term of the contract that he had signed.
All
In the
right,
case
Sherry,
of
when you write your book, you sell it as a video game.
yeah, that too.
Make
Pitch
sure
it
you
to
get
CD Projekt Red.
royalties.
But with Cyberpunk 2077, they're working side by side with the original creator,
Right. And he
and I
knows
feel
what's
like
up.
that's right. And I feel like that's what they wanted to do with the guy from The Witcher as well, to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I don't want to make assumptions. I'm just saying by the way that they've been acting, it seems like that they want to try and keep the integrity of that IP or whatever IP they work on,
Yeah.
so it doesn't stray too far from the source material.
Right. They want to make sure when they get get the option to do Cyberpunk 2078, you know, they can freely do it.
It's probably gonna be like 21.99 or something like that.
Right. Yeah, it'll be like, well, this comes out spring of next year, so it'll probably be what
Another
another
20 years.
yeah. At least you say the gaming cycle is about 3 years. They've been working on this for 6 or so years, something like that.
Yeah, I would say 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, and The Witcher 3's been out forever. Still haven't bought it, but
Same.
I own 1 and 2 somehow. But I think I played maybe 10 hours of The Witcher 2, and all 10 of them have been the first hour, and I've just restarted it that many times.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I want to get into The Witcher, but I keep
Right.
deleting it and then
I keep
re-downloading it later.
Yeah, I keep hearing that Witcher 3 is the best of the series. I
Yeah.
don't know, but I don't know. I've never played any of them.
I would say start with that.
Mhm.
I what did I do? I had a friend's PS4 for a little bit, and he had that installed on it. I started it. I got like 2 hours in. It was really cool. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I need to buy this for myself, and I have yet to do it. That was years ago.
Oh, summer sale's coming up, so
True.
we'll
I think
just
it's on the good old game sale for like 17.
it's
I thought
not bad.
the game sale already happened, no? Or it wasn't like the major one.
Right, it hasn't been the major one
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Yeah, Steam sale probably coming up.
It's got to be coming up. I think it's like the longest time they delayed it.
And it's like everybody's waiting. Maybe it's usually the Steam sale always comes out after E3. I feel like,
Which is why I thought it already happened.
yeah. Like this would be, but they're like, yeah, go on Steam and vote for your favorite E3, blah blah blah.
Right.
It's like, okay,
Like they make a big event
Wow.
over it, and they haven't done it. At
Yeah.
least so far they haven't done it.
The sale is actually, it's June 25th through July 9th.
so next week.
I just looked it
5
up. Yeah,
days.
next
Okay.
Friday through the following Friday, I think.
Okay. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, and like the good old games, like I like their service, but I'd probably rather buy it on Steam.
I
Yeah,
like good old games.
You like good old games.
I
can't
like
get what
playing
you
all
like
that
on-
old stuff.
Yeah, you do. What do you play on good old games?
I play Zeus and Poseidon
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
and Roller Coaster Tycoon. I like city building games or builder games. But I am curious to see if there's a game that I really want to. I wish I could try it, but I can't because you
Right.
have to like totally buy it. It's like $60. It's
Well,
Railroad Empires or
Yeah,
rail.
something
I
railroad.
can't say that. Railway Empire. And it looks so awesome, but I don't want to pay $60 for it. So I'm hoping on the Steam sale it'll go like hella down. Would be great to go to like 15. But the game just came out. What did we see? It came out in like January or February or
Yeah.
something. so it probably won't get that low.
Right.
I don't even know if I want to pay $30 for it. So I'll end up waiting another couple years.
Isn't it like the third one?
I don't think so. I didn't see a number. I don't think this is like new.
Yeah. But what I saw of like reviews and gameplay, people seem to like it. I was like, I've never heard of this particular kind
It
of
looks
game.
awesome.
I don't know what it is with the train games.
I've heard something similar to this, but I haven't seen this one in particular.
Well, for me, it's not the fact that it's a train game. It's building something.
Oh yeah, and you're playing Tropico.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's Humble Bundle games, yeah.
Yeah, I gave up on Tropico, and actually,
You gave up on Tropico?
I can't get past the last part. It's the last part, and then I beat the game, but I have failed on it like 20 times.
You better get back on that horse.
I have like 60 hours of that game.
Yeah.
That game is really hard.
Which one is it? 4?
5.
5.
5.
Yeah, so then you can go back to play 4. Because I think I gave you 3 of them.
I played Tropico so much, probably, was it last month? I was dreaming about it. I was like itching to get home from work so I could play it. Like literally, I would walk in the door, take my shower, and to relax and wash the day off, and then I would sit down with my glass of wine and play Tropico from like 7 to like 11, and I'm usually the one that tells him, hey, it's bedtime, we gotta go to bed, come on, let's go, and he was dragging me. Hey, okay, hon, it's bedtime, it's past bedtime. I'm like, okay, 15 more minutes. Okay. Alright, it's been 15 minutes. Okay, well, just give me 10 more minutes. Let me just finish this. It was like, it was almost like I was a kid again. Because I was so determined. I just wanted to keep playing it and playing it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then I played it over the weekend.
Yeah.
And I would play it from like Saturday morning until Sunday night. Actually, there is a day where I took a personal day off at work, and all I did was sit and play Tropico. It was crazy. but I can't. I just the political.
I mean, you tend to get way into the games too.
Huh?
You tend to get way in.
Me? Well, aren't you supposed to? Are you supposed to get way into a game?
Yeah.
To enjoy it? Yeah. I mean, the hard part for me is, I guess, the politicalness of it. It's like the economy stuff, okay, cool. But like the political stuff, it's just
It's a
that's
weird
the hard
angle
part.
for a game, I guess. For
Yeah.
that kind of game.
Or any game, to be honest.
Yeah. It's
It's
like,
like, oh, you're
yeah.
attacking my beliefs. You're attacking my political beliefs.
Like,
And
oh
then-
man, my guys get kidnapped. That's not cool. And
You
now
have
they're
to-
for ransom.
Right, you gotta be like
Start a
the
war.
evil person. You can also you can assassinate people. Like, you could just pick any random up off the street and just have them killed. It's like crazy. What evil people
I mean,
do
that's
this?
what you did in The Sims anyway, but
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
assassinate, throw in a pool with no ladders, same thing.
Yeah.
And
So
then you
which,
said you wanted to play Anno. I'm sorry, go ahead, Rain. You had a good idea there.
Nah, which Roller Coaster Tycoon are you playing, or which one in
So
particular?
I'm very nostalgic. I mean, I did play Roller Coaster 3. Is that Roller Coaster 3 that's on Steam?
Yeah, you played
Yeah,
good.
I played
Almost.
3 on Steam. Well, I can tell you right here. My thing is up.
Well, we have them on Good Old Games.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
think she
was
owns
playing.
3 on.
I was playing. Yeah, it's 3 on Steam. And I was like constantly playing that, and I was always like building like a water park. I loved building the pool and all of that. But
Like the water park.
when I was in college, I played a lot of like the original, like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, 1, 2, and then the expansion packs, and I fell in love with it. So I don't even know. I think this was like maybe 6 months ago. he was like, "What if you could play it and stream it, and we play together?" I was like, "What?" So what did you do so that we could do that?
I downloaded Open RCT, which takes Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2. It's not like it's kind of like a hack for it, but you still have to own the games. So it takes the game files so you can't stream Roller Coaster 1 and 2 because they don't open in a window. Right. So you have to like do display capture or whatever, and it makes it really weird. It's really bad. It only does like 640 by 480. So RCT fixes it. Go ahead.
And I had a little monitor.
Yeah.
This was stop. Let me just look into it. This was like, I don't even know. Like I said, this was before Christmas. Probably before, maybe around Christmas. And I had a little monitor, so even like when I play Zeus and all of that, I'm only limited